Three Corners is just your average small town, standing on the banks of a flood-prone river with a large pub anchoring the village at a once famous three-way intersection. Now it's simply convenient, as people chase the country dream, the country lifestyle, just not the unceasing agricultural workload. Population 2,000-ish. But like all small towns, scratch the surface and you'll be surprised at what you find underneath. In that sense, Three Corners is really no different to any other small town I know, except perhaps for some of the characters you might meet. The Clothesline. Soft silk denier. Stockings covered the old Rusty Hills hoist. A legion of legs rotating in the soft, earthy morning breeze. Hung up at dawn before the workers troop through the apartment courtyard, coffees clutched tightly, bleary-eyed and immune to curiosity. Fluttering, dancing, they whirled round and round, followed only by one set of eyes from the kitchen window on the ground floor. Eyes that were staring, always staring, knowing. After the first rush of tenants, there was usually a lull of about 20 minutes before the next. And so she slunk outside to watch the ribbons slide sinuously in the breeze. There was one that dipped a little lower than the others, expecting to be appreciated, wanting to be touched. Tempted, she caught it as it tried to twirl past, and then another, and another, playing with the light airiness as they flitted and twirled and teased till almost all lay in homage at her feet. With a clang of the bins, the second round of tenants were about to appear, and she raced back into her apartment, the door closing with the soft flop, covering the noise of her skittering scrabbling as she hid in the shadows of the kitchen, peering once more out the window and into the courtyard to see who would be first across the cement. It was the large, hairy man who was staying upstairs, and he paused at the clothesline.
Jonesy!
He bellowed and it echoed, bouncing off the concrete walls till it found more voice, rattling balcony iron and escaping through the square patch of blue sky above.
Jonesy, she's done it again. Done a bloody killer.
He glared malevolently straight at her. But safe in her home, she didn't even blink and held his stare.
Jonesy.
Snorting in disbelief, he carefully collected the fallen stockings and placed them in his satchel, throwing another snort of disgust out there for the benefit of anyone who couldn't have helped but overhear his threat. He threw another glare, and as the sun broke over the top of the wall, shining into the courtyard, it illuminated the black cat, enmeshed in day-glow fishnets, a picture of innocence sitting calmly behind the kitchen window. Today's episode of Three Corners was produced by our maestro,
Postie.
and featured the spotlight tones of Jack. For more stories, go to hittheroadjack.com.au or subscribe to the Three Corners podcast.